Welcome back to the Don McKay Show here on RadioOnFire.com. Thank you for joining me. Of course, we're broadcasting from the Radio on Fire studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, I'm here daily dissecting news and entertainment. Now, the Mexican border crisis, and yes, there is a crisis. The right will tell you, people on the political right will say that we have a growing problem, a Mexican border crisis. And they're correct. Sooner or later, America's political left will have to come to terms with this fact. This is something that it seems like they don't want to accept, they don't want to acknowledge, but it is a problem. It's a problem. How much has the current president contributed to this problem? Trump has deployed some hardball tactics as it relates to Mexico. This is true. Now, if you remember, he did say that Mexico was going to pay for a big, beautiful wall. You remember that, right? He said it. Although it had never happened. It has not happened as of yet. So what has been the result of this rhetoric? Of his tweets? Of his threats to close the U.S.-Mexican border? What has been the result of this? Has he gotten what he wanted? As it relates to Mexican immigration, people coming up here from Central America, has all of this tough talk got him what he wanted? Or got Americans what they wanted? No, it is not. President Trump's bad bluffing has given smugglers a narrative that they can sell to Central America. You know, the need to cross the border in big numbers. We got to get it now. We got to, come on, you know what I mean? It's great, close up. That's what Trump's tough talk has done. And it's just not good. It has actually increased a problem that we already had. So this Trump presidency has done more to increase the flow of migrants from Central America than anything else. Trump's rhetoric has done that. The crazy thing about it is I'm sure that was not his plan. That wasn't the goal, to increase things. No. So let's look back a little bit. So 2010, after 40 years of strong growth, America's Mexican immigrant population hit a turning point. Things changed. Now, while the overall number of immigrants in the country increased every year between 2010 and 2017, the number of Mexicans first flattened out, then started a slow decline in 2014. Now, between 2016 and 2017, the Mexican immigrant population shrunk about 300,000. So it was 11.6 million and went down to about 11.3 million. Nonetheless, Mexicans are still the largest foreign-born group in this country. Now, let's think about that. Mexicans are the largest foreign-born group in this country. So you wonder why white America is nervous, why black America is nervous, why Americans are nervous, Americans in general. And that's why. So they account for 25% of the 44.5 million immigrants as of 2017. as of 2017. So, I'll give him some credit. The Trump administration has taken steps to reduce the number of unauthorized immigrants in the United States. According to Pew Research, nearly half of the immigrants from Mexico in this country are illegal. Now, through the increasing of law enforcement at the border and focused, this challenge is evident. They're focused on it, and some of the methods that they've used, I don't agree with. But many on the right will say President Obama did some of the same things. That is true. That is true. But the things that Trump has said out of his own mouth have made things worse than they needed to be. We do need ICE. We do need this enforcement wing. We do need to curb some of this. But Trump's rhetoric has lit a fire in Central America, and it's caused a stampede. He's been slick talking about Mexicans since he announced his candidacy. And once he became president, I think that it put a lot of Mexicans and Central Americans in fear. They were already having trouble in their own countries, and they felt that America, as has been advertised over the years, is a place where you can come if things aren't right. So you have people coming here seeking asylum. You have people just coming here. You have families coming here, not necessarily seeking asylum, but they're just trying to get out of their country. So tell me this. Do you know this? How many people crossed the border illegally? How do you know that? The U.S.-Mexican border is nearly 2,000 miles long. There's no way that we'll be able to figure out. There's no official measure how many people succeeded in illegally crossing the U.S. border. Now, what does happen is that authorities use the number of apprehensions to gauge the changes in illegal immigration. But this debate is not new. This debate is not new. Back in 2010, President Obama signed a $600 million bill to increase security personnel at the border. And Trump wants to limit people seeking asylum. He wants to limit people coming into the U.S. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about how this can be done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at The Don McKay Show, at Radio on Fire. Thank you again for joining me. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button. As I said, tomorrow we're going to go deeper and talk about some solutions on tomorrow's episode of the Mexican border crisis.